Google isn't the only search engine out there with tools, and another one you'll want to get familiar with is Bing's Webmaster Tools, which you can find at www.bing.com/toolbox/webmaster. Much like Google Webmaster Tools, this will allow you to learn what information Bing has about the pages of your site, and it gives you a chance to provide Bing with a few instructions about how to index them. You'll need to have an account with Bing, and once you're logged in, you'll need to submit a domain to gain access. When adding a site, you'll have two quick options right off the bat. First, you can provide the URL to your XML sitemap if you've got it. And if you don't worry, you can always do this later. You can also select what time of day your site gets the most traffic, and if you do this, Bing will try to crawl your site during off-peak times. Your next step is to verify that you own and control this website. In order to prove that you control this domain, much like with Google's process, you can choose between uploading a specific file to your web server, copying and pasting a meta tag into your default page, or making a small change to your site's DNS record. Once you've verified a website, you can click into it and you'll see a dashboard containing statistics that can give you an idea of your search visibility for clicks and impressions over time, as well as any recent crawling and indexing trends. Scrolling down, you can view overviews of the search keywords and inbound links reports, and clicking on the See All links will take you into the full reports. Clicking into the Search Keywords report shows clicks and impressions for each keyword, as well as average rankings and click-through rates over a given period of time. The Inbound Links report displays a graph showing the count of inbound links to your pages that Bing knows about over time, and a table of the inbound links page by page below it. You can click into any of your pages to see who's linking to them. Another important area is the Crawl Information report, which you can find in the left-hand menu under Reports and Data. Here, you can identify any crawl errors that Bing has found, and if you see any, it's important to implement fixes for those errors. You'll also notice information around those 301 and 302 redirects we talked about that you may have on your own website, so you can ensure that your content moves are being handled appropriately. While you should certainly take some time to look around and explore the other reports in the Reports and Data section, it's also important to make sure that you're providing Bing with whatever information you can about your site. And this is done in the Configure My Site section. Here, you can manage your XML sitemaps, configure any URL parameter rules that will help Bing understand your URLs, control how Bing crawls your site, tell it what pages it's allowed to see, and more. Last, don't forget to explore the Diagnostics and Tools section, where you'll find a host of tools to help you further optimize your site. The Keyword Research tool works in much the same way as Google's, and can be a great way to find even more keyword ideas. Just make sure to remember that the numbers you're seeing are from the Bing search engine, and these can often be lower than what you'll see in the Google tools. You should also take some time to play with the SEO Analyzer tool. This works a lot like the Moz on-page grader that we looked at earlier, providing you information about any errors or issues you can fix for the page you've entered in. The major difference to note here is that this tool does not take into account a specific keyword like the Moz tool does. Although Bing's share of the search market is certainly much smaller than Google's, it's still a very sizable group of people that you can't afford to ignore. And not only do Bing's Webmaster Tools give you the ability to optimize your Bing presence as best you can, they can also provide a richer set of data and an alternate point of view for your overall SEO strategy.